On a crisp summer morning in August of 2014, my mom and I left for vacation. We packed the camper and headed to Riverview Campground in Standish. From there, we headed to Mackinac Island for some sightseeing. We eventually made it back to the campground, and that is where we met up with lots of friends and family for the vacation of the year. We will be going to Mackinac Island for a couple of days. Then we will be going to the campground, waiting for people to arrive. Also, we will go canoeing at the end of the week. On August 4th, my mom and I headed out with the camper and made it to Riverview Campground. A couple of days went by and we decided to go to Mackinac Island. The island was wonderful. Lots of people and awesome weather. We walked around the whole island and had a picnic lunch. By the end of the day, we were exhausted, so we headed back to a little cabin in Mackinac City that was on the lake. So that night, we ate down by the lake and had a bonfire. Off in the distance, you could see the Mackinac Bridge, and it was beautiful, all lit up. After staying in Mackinac for a couple of days, we headed back to the campground. The next day, my dad met us there, along with 30 members of our friends and family. We had tents and campers set up everywhere along the Rifle River. Setting up for the games of cornhole and washers is so much fun. We draw names for partners, and then the games begin. Those tournaments will last all week. We also make a lot of food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We usually wake up early to get our day started and plan what we are going to do for the day. If the water is warm, we will do a lot of swimming in the river. There is a few really deep holes in the water where you could go swimming and not hit rocks and sand below. We also try fishing, but sometimes we just really don't catch anything. Friday morning, we all get ready to go tubing along the river. It's not a long ride, but it's a riot. You could sort of say it gets us ready for the big canoeing kayak trip the next day. Now talk about fun. The canoeing kayaking trip is the highlight of the trip. It lasts about 6 to 7 hours. We all return from that and we are all starving. Everyone knows what has to be done. Someone fires up the grill, someone fires up the campfire, and other people get ready to cook. Meanwhile, waiting for dinner, we continue our tournaments. By the time night falls, we are all sitting on the campground, having s'mores and telling stories. We all know what happens on Sunday. It is very depressing because we all have to pack up and go home. But the good thing is, we all know we have next year to come back. It has been a tradition in my family for 30 years and I cannot wait every year to go. It's so hard to wait all summer for this trip because it's the one thing I like to do all year long. These things are significant in life because it's time you get to spend with your friends and family and have fun with them. It is important to do stuff with your family because you don't know how long that will last and you don't know how long you'll want to do stuff with your parents.